Hey, what's up? Today I'm just going to be showcasing my program called MACTOOls, and it's basically a universal MAC address changer that I made specifically catered to bypass Xfinity parental controls. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to go over everything, and yeah. So the current config, this is basically your current network card that's selected that you're going to change your MAC address for. This is your current MAC address. This is whether your current network adapter is enabled or disabled. It should just be enabled, but always. But yeah, this is the Wi-Fi you're connected to, and network status is um whether or not you have like internet access. So if your internet access is online, so you could use this to help indicate if you're blocked or not. Like if you're blocked, this would be offline. Or you could just open Google and try to visit something. Obviously, it wouldn't work. Okay, so starting with set MAC address, I'll run this. So basically, this allows you to set your MAC address to anything you want. I also made a feature where it can randomly generate you a MAC address like on its own, so you don't have to like type something in. It'll just randomly do it for you, starting with 02. Because that's what basically all network cards will accept. So that's why I did that. And then select from database, and I'll tell you why in a second. So going to Mac switcher. So Mac switcher basically sets a MAC address, sets a random. I'll run it 2 times. Sure. So it'll basically set a random MAC address to your card. It'll generate a random MAC address. It'll set the MAC address to your registry, save it to um, the database. I'll explain why in a second. This right now is restarting your adapter, so it has to enable your adapter and then or disable it and then re-enable it for those changes to actually save. And then I don't know why this is taking so long because it's already restarted, so it's just being annoying right now. Yeah, I don't know what the heck it's doing. Okay. Anyways, when it says it's online, that means it's connected. It'll wait 5 seconds, then it'll do it. It'll restart the whole process, generate a completely different MAC address, update the registry, save it to the database, restart the adapter, which for some reason is like, I don't know why it's doing this, to be honest. Like, I genuinely don't know. I'll probably fix that later. But yeah, so the point in this is usually to bypass like parental controls on a router, you can just change your MAC address and then you're good. But every time you change your MAC address, you appear as a new device. And I don't know if this is probably the case with other like routers as well, but for Xfinity, your parents will get a notification saying a new device is connected, and then they can just click on that new device and block it. So basically what this does is how you're supposed to use this is like, I don't know, maybe when your parents are sleeping, you run the Mac switcher like, I don't know, like 50 times, and it'll basically connect to the network with 50 randomly generated MAC addresses, save those MAC addresses to a database. And basically it'll register all 50 of those MAC addresses to your router so that whenever you use them in the future, your parents will get a notification. I mean, they'll probably get notifications when they wake up, but like, what are they gonna do? Block all 50? You can just run it again, and that's like the second use. If you really want to, you can just run this. If you're like, I don't know, you could just run this, and they'll just get spammed with new device and the new device connected notifications, and like they can't block them all, right? Because it's just script running. So basically, the idea is all the MAC addresses that this saves to the database will be unblocked. And so if you know your computer gets blocked, you can basically go to set MAC address and then click 3 to select randomly from a database, the database. So basically, this when I change to this, my parents won't get a notification that this is a new device because this has already been registered on the network, and they'll change your MAC address to this. And then yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I don't think I missed anything. Yeah. Anyways,